me in the barrel. I really hope. Hey guys, I really hope DK picks me next because like I have been here a while. I when did I get my turn
All
to
right,
roll down the inclined plane?
all right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Speletons, I guess. I'm Zinker. He's Derek. Oops, that's the
I've still
wrong
never
one.
gotten that chance to throw barrels down an inclined plane at a plumber while they try to ascend said plane.
Um,
It's on my bu- It's on
we're,
my. That's my New Year's. That's one of my New Year's resolutions every year, and I just haven't gotten to doing it.
we we just finished the last session of Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, and Derek, we talked about a serial killer known as the Gravedigger that exists in an anime known as It Invaded. Uh, if you don't know what it is, just go watch it. Pretty good mystery show. But
Yeah,
Derek, you'll notice that right here I have a feather duster. I worked really hard to unlock this for you because I figured you would appreciate it. So there it is.
I
Um,
do.
so
I do
same
appreciate it.
same rules as
I really
before.
hope it doesn't even knock people out. You just go up and you just kind of dust in their face and like, stop it.
No, it actually not. It's a blunt weapon. So, same rules as before. I have my Arctic toolbox, and I must keep it and bring it with me, and try not to lose track of it. I have to bring it back out with me. This apparently limits our starting locations. I didn't realize that. We can't be disguised to begin with a briefcase. But, so I figure we'll probably replay all these anyway, so next time we'll choose a costume. And the trick there will be, I have to stay in the costume the whole time, whatever starting costume I get from Derek's choice. But for now, Derek, so we got five options. Five options to begin. Main Street,
Mm-hmm.
the train, the boat, the skywalk, and the Charles. Um,
Charles.
yeah, wherever you want to start at the Charles.
Yeah, why not? Whatever that is.
It is we've infiltrated an apartment in the local Chawland and is dressed as a tourist.
Yeah, that sounds good.
All
Explains the
right.
briefcase. We can act. Zinker, we can be condescending to everyone.
We sure can. Uh
We can talk real loud
Woo!
on our phone
It's got a
about
huge I
that
just got a
business deal,
huge
that important business deal that's gonna go down, and how our secretary better not fuck it up.
Yeah, I think I completely mastered this location. I did. It's going to become apparent why. Uh we got the shoe stop, homeless tent, meat market, streets on the hill, washing stalls, pottery market, old tire, construction site, beach, rooftop south, rooftop north, the channel, train tracks, slum apartment, the hill, Mumbai laundry, balcony pot, Rangan tower, the train yard, and the car park. Where would you like to hide
Well, as
something?
much as I like train tracks, I like the meat market even more.
Meat market. What I gotta choose, whatever Derek chooses, I have to kill with. By the way, so I have to pick this up and then kill with it. We got pistols, SMGs, melee, tool. Nothing with those. Not tools, not distractions. We got poisons. We got
Hmm.
explosives. What are you feeling today, Derek?
Uh, let's do what are the melee stuff? What do we
The
got
stuff
there?
that kills is bat shuriken, fiber wire. I think the python. Yes. The
I sure hope
earphones, the
so.
elite earphones, the concealable knife, the quick draws, fiber wire. So pretty much the first six, not the gold bar or the snowball.
Let's let's bat shuriken them.
Bat shuriken. All right. So if you haven't recognized by now, Derek, this is Mumbai, India.
Yeah,
This is my
yeah.
so
I can't imagine why you know this place so well,
yeah. We got
or why you've done this one a
we
bunch.
have to kill a ghost known as the Maelstrom. This is actually very annoying. We have to find his identity, then kill him.
Do you have to?
We
I was gonna say, do you have to kill like a murder weapon first,
No, I have to kill
so you can
whoever the
kill the ghost?
Maelstrom is. We don't know who he is until we find
Well,
a
you said he was a
specific
ghost,
piece
so.
of thing, which is very annoying for replaying this mission. It was also very annoying during the first mission, but I do happen to know where it is, which makes it less annoying. Vanya Shah is another target. She's like the queen of the the Mumbai slums. And Dawood Rangan. Great.
His mustache is pretty okay.
I might have to poop.
Well, Zinker, if you got it, you should probably do it before we start, because once we get going.
Yeah, alright. Poo break. Sorry, audience. Alright, we're back. Sorry for that short little break, but it gave me an idea. One extra challenge. So, I'm coming in with an empty briefcase that I have to tag around. Derek gets, we'll observe whatever weapons I come across. Derek gets to name one weapon I either kill and or pacify someone with, a target. And then I have to take that weapon and bring it back with me for the little briefcase. So, Derek, you get 2 weapons that I get to kill, and there's 3 people. So, isn't that fun? It's great. Now we're gonna dive on in. Get started. Excuse me while I drink some Wawa. Now, Derek, in Mystery Dungeon, you started to say D&D stuff. Did you go through all the stuff you wanted to talk about? Because feel free to reiterate it here if you want.
For the most part, I did. I guess the other thing. So, I have one more thing that has. It's more just on like what we're gonna do next time, but like. So it hasn't happened yet.
Yeah, you can start over from scratch if you want. Different series. It's the lo-fi stuff. Go ahead if you want. Talk about whatever you want. What does Derek want to talk about?
Yeah, why not?
We're going to my favorite place. Derek and... Yeah. Oh, wow. I literally am in an apartment. Look at me. Look at him. He's just sitting there all chill. That's funny. He was like...
Sitting around like he owns the place.
Yeah, well, what's this? Hey, an iron! That's cool. It's a blunt weapon right there. The more the merrier. What else is in here? It's cool, I've never been in here. A soda can! Alright.
So, are we yawning hang out?
Yeah. Ooh, a barber razor!
Okay, now that yawn's gone.
There's a weapon.
We in our campaign we were basically there's some hags that like for the last like forever have been fucking with us, so we're going to murder them.
47.
Okay.
And we were today we were navigating a labyrinth. I've been there once before. I sent my familiar in. He walked around a little bit. He snuck by a bunch of dudes. And eventually got caught though. He tried to do a murder one of them. Because with if you have a spell that has a range of touch, you can cast it through your familiar. And you can also see like what they see and everything too. So I cast the spell Dragon's Breath on my familiar, and I had my my familiar breathe lightning. Which didn't deal enough damage, and it just got my familiar died because familiars are super weak. Last time we were there though, but that was like forever ago.
To murder a bunch of people. I don't know why I have to murder a bunch of people, but have to murder a bunch of people. Who else am I? Oh my god. Bitch. Why? What is with these people? I don't understand how I got compromised. All I did was pick up a knife, immediately get rid of it, and everyone's like, "Huh? What are you doing here? You're a bad guy!"
Yeah,
like, I don't... What? That's very stupid.
The knife was just sitting there.
It really was, too. Like,
Uh,
Oh, I can't
is that
get in
hand
there.
sanitizer? So you should take that. That stuff's gold. Now.
Yeah, it probably is. Somebody posted a video of what Hitman would look like if everyone was quarantined, and it's just an empty map. You
Mm-hmm.
remember the Paris map? It was just in a completely empty
Mm-hmm.
Paris map. It was fucking funny. Just no one was there. He was just there by himself. No one even get hits on. Oh, that's right. This is not. Hello? Hey, Derek, there's a sniper if you want me to, do that.
Training his sights on Darwood Rangan. By the looks of
I was gonna say, can you just shoot him in the
I'd
back
say
of
we're
the
dealing
head with
a
that
local
sniper rifle?
operator, known as the Kashmirian.
That guy?
Yeah.
I'll never get that scope of
Good
justice.
thinking, 47. Now, if we could only make Rangan appear in that
You can't aim it just at the back of his head?
No, it doesn't look like it. I could pick it up, I think. And then I could shoot him.
That's kind
But here's the deal,
That's
right?
the-
He's
that'd be funny
trying
if you
to
could just-
snipe
be like,
one of my targets. I just gotta get him to go in that building.
oh, let's do that if you can. Be cool.
Yeah. Is that what you want? And then I can claim the sniper rifle after he does it.
Was born in the US.
Alright.
Yeah,
but fled
go
to
for
his
it. Why
mother's
not?
native
Alright,
land,
that's the
India,
weapon
20
we'll
years
take
ago.
home. That sniper.
Following an FBI
Then you can,
investigation into a
yeah.
string of
Let's say you can have your
serial
backup
killings in
rifle
Texas.
in your
He
suitcase.
adopted a new
Yeah, there you go.
identity.
Well, I don't have
briefcase.
any
Now
rifle.
works as a gun for hire for local mobsters. But
I didn't bring a rifle
I
with
mean,
me.
you'll have that one.
Yeah, I'll have that one.
Oh.
Yeah.
Never mind.
I said I brought an empty briefcase. You get to choose the weapon we kill with, and then I take that weapon home. In my briefcase.
I see. Now I got you.
Yeah. Ain't that cool? So that's why I gotta do Zen, for mastering this role, because of him, the Kashmirian. That guy's trying to murder, and there are the towers, so that'll be our first target, I guess. No bat shurikens, but I don't need them. Now, I do have a problem. This guy's gonna want to search me. I don't want him to search me. And this provides a problem.
47. Our intel
And-
suggests the Maelstrom is hiding somewhere in the
Yeah,
city
I know the
slums.
Maelstrom's hiding somewhere
I've
in the
marked
slums.
the headquarters of the Crows
And I
on your
can't
map.
unlock this door because I didn't bring a lockpick on purpose. But I don't know what the crowbars are, so I'm kind of screwed. I do have one thing I can do. How am I compromised? By who? How did you...
No witnesses.
Yeah, no. That was
Alright,
what that was.
Look at that. I guess no one saw that
No
firefight
one
break
saw
out.
it. So he saw me from behind a car throw the feather duster, which compromised me. Then I pulled out a gun in front of like everyone, shot 4 people in the head, and nothing. I'm just
Those
just
bodies
wanna
haven't even been
clarify
found
that.
yet.
like that was what happened there. Do I try to do this without changing? Oh, by the way, I'm in winter sports outfit. I didn't mention that, but I am. I'm in that, just so you know. I figured in the middle of India was the best place to be dressed for that. Okay. And I couldn't even go anywhere because I'm not like
It'll protect
part
you
of
against the
this.
sun.
So, how am I sneaking into this place? I can't get to the construction site. I can't. Oh, hello. Aha. Oh, don't get seen. Now I'm here.
So,
I could have also just disguised as one of them and then walked in. I killed 4 people.
yeah.
And they had the disguises. Well.
So, the,
Wrench. I want the wrench.
labyrinth.
Yeah.
We spent a bunch of time skulking around. There's these like scarecrow-esque constructs essentially in there that have like a fire in their chest, and there was when we killed them, there was a chance they'd explode, and somehow none of them exploded with our rolls.
Nice.
It was a thing. We at one point we stumbled upon a bush that was a just I had no business being where it was. It was it was blocking. It was It was like a thorny bush, and it was blocking a pathway. And we were just gonna like
Right.
burn it to get out of the way. And then suddenly a giant ass bush creature crawled out of it.
Yeah.
Not quite sure what it was. It was a mean asshole though. It impaled my character with a stick or a branch essentially.
There's a rake over there.
It left like a giant.
You could have
It
chosen
left
the
a
rake.
giant. Damn.
It's like trick or bear. Bear? He
It-
has chosen the bear! Roar!
It at one point impaled my character though with a branch, which made it so if my character I would take 2d6 damage.
Okay.
So that kind of wasn't very helpful. I could take an action to just remove it. If I passed a medical check, which I tried doing and it didn't work. Then someone else or two other people in our party went down fighting this thing. I asked. Okay, I think this is kind of stupid. I asked the DM if I were to cast the spell Reduce on this branch that is currently inside my chest, which the Reduce spell is basically you just half the size of something. You half all three dimensions of it, so it's smaller. I was like, can I just like take it out? And he's like, well, I'll give you like advantage to take it out, but in my eyes, if I'm impaled by something and I shrink it to half its size, should come out pretty easy.
Yeah.
Like, it should honestly gravity should make it fall out. I shouldn't even have to take any action to pull it out.
Yeah.
So I didn't bother with that because it wasn't really worth it. And luckily we barely killed our remaining party member killed it after I like kind of moved away with while I was oofed real good because he basically said, like, I can't figure it. He was basically like, you may as well like try attacking it because like if you don't and if it gets to go again, you're probably gonna go down. And I was like, you know what, that's fair. I attacked it. I missed. I tried using I used the strongest attack I had that could reach, which was like the weakest attack I have. Missed, and just kind of retreated around the corner and took a bunch of damage in doing so. But I at least moved where it wouldn't be able to reach me. Anyways, killed it.
That's good.
One of our party members took an unnecessary death saving throw, so that was down. So the way death saving throws work, if you don't know, is when you go down, on your subsequent turns, you basically make a roll. If your roll, I think you roll a Constitution saves. If you roll above a 10, then you get a save. If you roll below a 10, you get a death essentially. And if you get three, if you get 3 saves, you get up. If you get 3 deaths, you die.
Okay.
And those deaths don't go away until you take a long rest. So if you're in a dungeon and you like accumulate those, like the next time you go down, you're just more likely to die. Later in the dungeon, he ended up. I'll get to that. So we killed the thing though. We after that we learned there's a minotaur in this labyrinth, which which adds up because it chased us around the labyrinth a bunch. Fortunately for us, it's too big to fit through some of the corridors, and it has to go slower through some of them to actually get through. so we were able to outrun it and basically lose it. Then we encountered a chamber that has a bunch of spikes. I told you about this, or I told you about this in session 2. There's a chamber with a bunch of spikes, and there's a dude in a rope in the chamber.
Yeah.
There's a second floor in there, and he was just sitting up there. I took, and like everyone else was too scared to go in because of the spikes, and they were worried it was a trap or something like that.
Oh,
I was
hey,
like, and I
this is
figured
my
it was a
wife.
trap too, but
Right here.
dibs.
Wow. That was the meanest. I already have dibs on her.
But I'll give her to you.
Yeah, sure.
I was gonna give her to you, jeez.
I already called dibs when I first saw her. I'm not even kidding. I said dibs. I'm like, Derek's not around, but it still counts. Thanks. I will take that dibs gladly. I deserve it.
So I basically talked to the dude that was sitting up there, and he's like, hey, what's up? He's like, hey, hello visitors. And I was like, hey, what's up? And he's like, what you doing around here? And I was like, oh, well, we're guests. We stopped in, checked in at the front desk. They didn't give us any like visitor passes, so I can't really show you them. I don't really have anything to show you, but like, we're just taking a look around. I personally enjoy architecture. I like the architecture of your room here. I like the spikes, nice touch. And my character actually really likes architecture. That's been a common theme. So like when we pass cool things, I usually comment on it. And I also just like architecture in general.
Okay.
So we and basically guys like and so like the guy is basically like, oh, like, hey, why don't you, since you're here, why don't you like why don't you come on, make yourself comfortable, come in. And almost immediately upon seeing that there was a person in this room with spikes on the walls, pieced together, well, this is obviously a trap, and like he's going to use these walls he's going to try to use these walls to kill, in the way or in fighting us, because like because actually what happened before this was we were walking down a different hallway and we saw spikes on the walls, and I thought to myself, fuck, is there like a trap? Is there gonna be like a trap around here that blows us into the spikes or something?
Nice.
And because if there's spikes on the wall, there's two things that can happen. The spikes are going to move towards you, or something's going to move you towards the spikes.
Right.
Like that's what they're for. That's what they're for. And when the guy's like offering for us to come in, I was like, no, thanks. I think we'll take a look around the rest of the area.
Look at him.
Looks nothing like her.
Him. God damn, Derek. Can I go up here? You can get mad at me?
Just making a reference to the tattoo.
No, you don't have the right clearance, mister. Please, don't waste my time.
Oh, he's down here anyways. I also won't waste your time.
So so basically I was like, yeah, no, we're gonna go, and he's like, no, you really shouldn't. And I was like, yeah, we're gonna go. So he pulled out a crossbow and shot a bolt at me, and I don't think the DM thought of it or realized it until afterwards. He said like he's gonna fire it, and then he's like, oh wait, yeah, you have those gloves, don't you? And I was like, yeah, I have gloves of missile snaring, which basically when I get attacked or hit by a ranged attack, I can use my reaction to take 1d10 less of damage, and if I reduce the damage to 0, I can catch the item. So he rolled a 4, I rolled a 6. I took 0 damage from the crossbow bolts. My character caught it, and I basically said, like, I basically just casually caught it and just casually handed it to our rogue who was standing right next to me. I was like, here you go. And we're like, and it was like, thanks, nice talking to you, bye. my character is really socially awkward and always talk and like frequently just has casual conversation with like enemies as
Right.
or tries to have casual conversation or like awkward conversation with enemies like that.
Once the word gets
Um,
out and my art appreciating friends see it, your phone will
I'm
be ringing like a joke.
I can't wait. Hold your breath for a moment.
I'm just watching this man pose.
The reason I told
Yeah,
you I wouldn't
it's
pay
like
for the
shooting.
commission, by the way.
That
Oh wow,
is
I'm actually
Darwin
finishing the
Ray,
Yeah.
painting.
producer of mediocre movies and a full-time
Wow,
criminal.
really good.
His brutality is overshadowed
Apparently so.
by his giant ego.
Should stop
Especially with
being a
how
hitman and
like
become an
how your
artist.
strokes are and everything. Like
Clench your
Yeah,
fist,
like-
please.
he's got some real potential here.
But sometimes exposure can be worth more than just money. Because in this case, it's the gift
He's not even painting there. Wow, he's just like
has created.
it's not even the area he's
hell?
painting.
Done with
Look
this
at that. It's beautiful.
contracts will be rolling in.
That sounds wonderful.
Look at him go.
Is this Kashmirian guy gonna ever fucking shoot him?
I don't know how he's doing it, but
Oh!
That shot came from the trawls.
Yeah.
Looks like the Kashmirian finally got a
Yeah,
clean
that's,
line of fire. Darwood
Did I
Rangan is
finish?
dead,
Did I finish the
and
painting?
not even by your hand, 47. What will you think of next?
All right, now we just gotta go get that sniper.
Hold up, 47.
I'd say it'd be kind of funny if you could move move the painting to where he was standing and he like
This is
shoots
a
it.
mission stories
If nothing
revealing.
else, we may get a lead on who his client is. The
Oh,
Kashmirian is moving
wait a
to
second.
an apartment in the Trawl.
The
It's facing
Kashmirian
the
is moving to an
laundry
apartment in the
I
Charles.
suggest we find out what he's up to, 47.
Oh, you know what? I betcha he's gonna fucking. I actually know. Also, I hope that's considered the finished painting, because that's actually kind of fucking hilarious. If it's just like.
Yeah.
All right, body found. Oh, who's that? Looks like someone I killed.
Probably. So like we kind of like we just kind of like walked or like left this room and kind of we moved just we figured the guy was gonna like try to cut us off or head us off at the pass, classic.
Yeah.
And somewhere ahead for a little further ahead, so we kind of like we were moving through and we tried to split up. Also he tried to as we left the room, he tried to do use the wind. He tried to attack us with wind to blow us into the spikes. So
Nice.
I literally called exactly what he was gonna do, and the DM was like, "Yeah, you basically got it exactly like right on like what I was going for there." I think he was he's probably a little disappointed that I picked that because that like I caught it before he actually got to do it, but
Yeah.
that's
That's the game.
that's one thing I'm. That's why I like playing like a wizard or like a smart character. Is because like that's it's because like in situations like this, I am usually really good at getting a read of like what an enemy might do or at least like if they're going to use the terrain at all, how they could use the terrain. Because I myself, whenever I play games like this, I love using the terrain to my advantage. The one time I tried to crush a demon in an elevator, just because like we were fighting it on a two-story, and we were fighting it in a two-story area, and there's an elevator in the middle of the room that like it was a platform that rose and went up to the next section, and that like as soon as I saw it, my first thought was like, if we can like pin him in the elevator, we could probably just crush him.
Yeah.
We killed it before we got to do that, but I was like in the middle of like enacting that plan, and when we killed it, but and like I told the DM afterwards, I was like, oh, because he was like, where were you going? I was like, oh, I was trying to go to the elevator switch to try to pin him in there, and he's like, oh, yeah, that would have done a lot of damage.
Yeah.
That
might even kill.
There was I got real disappointed because a couple sessions ago there was a point where I could have pushed a rock off a cliff onto something, and I didn't look at like I didn't look at the map well enough because like I didn't realize it until like well after we were done with that map. But there was a rock somewhere that could have been pushed off a cliff, and there was one point where like a big enemy that we were fighting was right below it, and like that entire map, I was waiting for the opportunity to drop some to push something onto someone, or the enemy was also crawling around on the cliffside, so I was gonna try, and I was waiting for an opportunity to blow him off the cliffside, but I just never got the chance to, and I had one chance, but I missed it because I didn't realize I could have done something. But I usually pay attention to that kind of stuff, and like. So like I'm usually really good at figuring out like what an enemy might try to do, because I myself am constantly scheming and trying to think of creative ways to fight an enemy. So this man that was in disguise that we were fighting was a wind elemental. So we beat him up basically. We found him. We caught him a little later on in the dungeon. The person that got one of the people that got knocked down earlier, and had a death saving throw. When he got knocked down, it was because he got critted, and like he got knocked from full health, which he has like a lot more health than the rest of us. He got knocked from full health to 0, just because of like a crit. And like the DM also kept having really high damage rolls. So when we were fighting this wind elemental, he got knocked down again against him, and came close to dying. He got another death saving throw, and he almost if I had moved into the wrong position, he would have died earlier. Because the thing that we were fighting would have seen me and done an area attack near me, which would have basically killed our ally had I moved in the wrong spot. But he got critted again by this thing, and basically took like a stupid high amount of damage from it because the DM rolled stupid high.
Okay.
And he might die. He might die this upcoming session.
Oh, that's nice.
So while we were fighting this wind elemental, the Minotaur it got around us and moved up further into the labyrinth, and it basically there's like a fairy in a cage, and basically it charging itself up using fairy magic. So now we ended our session staring at a Minotaur that is like with electricity spewing off it. That's with like glowing white eyes. That's just gotten like supercharged. So fighting that's going to be our next session.
Okay.
And
makes sense.
But I have several plans on how to fight it. Thanks to our previous encounter with it, I know that in order to move through the narrow parts of this labyrinth, it has to it goes slower, basically. So it will struggle to catch up to us if we run away. It's a Minotaur, so it's always angry and probably is going to chase after us. So in theory, if we since we should be able to outspeed it, we should be able to just run away from it and attack it without it being able to reach us. But my master plan is my first plan is to basically try. So I have the spell. Is there like a story thing happening that you're waiting for? Or?
No, I'm checking on the Kashmiran. Sorry, I need to figure out.
Okay.
I need to figure out where he is.
So first thing I'm gonna do is my plan. I was thinking, or I have several plans in mind for fighting this Minotaur. The first one is first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to cast Dispel on it, so all of the work it did charging up is gonna go away, hopefully. Because that's one of my favorite things about my character now is I can cast Dispel, and which is great when there's something that's really bad and you want it to just go away.
Yeah.
It's nice to just be like, hey, big plan someone had, yeah, it's gone now. Big magic plan? Nope.
Let me see here.
Cause
I'm trying to find him.
yeah, let me tell you, it can save a lot of trouble. Just that dispel spell. Uh, my other plan is, or my other plans are, if it's going to chase after us and it struggles to move through these halls, I have the spell Poison Mist, which lets me basically poison a 10 by 10 area, and things that move through it take a lot of damage and also get poisoned potentially. So if it's going to chase after us, I should be able to just create like a poison cloud behind us, and make it oof a little. While it's following us.
Right.
And my 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 master plan, which I'm really excited and hopeful that it will work out, is so it, the this that spiked room that I mentioned before, where the wind elemental was, isn't very far away from where we currently are in this labyrinth.
Right.
So my plan is to lead the Minotaur into the spiked room. All of the passageways that lead, there's 3 passages into that room, and all of them are like a 5 foot by 10 foot area, like 5 foot wide, 10 foot tall, which is where the Minotaur struggles to move through. So my plan is, if we can lure him into that spiked room, I can cast the enlarge spell on him to make him big and unable to leave the room. Because he won't be able to fit. He won't be able to fit through any of the walls, basically, or through any of the corridors. In which case, if I can make him big in there, not only is it a small space, or not only is it like it's big enough where I could enlarge him, but it's small enough where if I make him bigger in there, he won't really be able to move much.
Mm-hmm.
There's three hallways that you can see into that room from.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, we can trap him in there and then just unload on him. Can't go anywhere.
Right.
And if he tried to like bust down the walls or something like that, there's spikes on them, so he's gonna hurt himself.
Right. That's fair. That would work.
So basically, so it'll work. So in order to cast the enlarge spell, you have to. I don't know if you can hear I don't know if you can hear
I heard them. Yes.
Close my door.
I was about to say I hear
Close my
dogs.
door.
I hear puppers and they're pupping
Yeah,
around.
those.
They
Yeah,
pupper up, rupping.
those are puppers, all right. They're a couple weeks old.
Right.
They
So I think.
but yeah, the biggest concern is this. In order, or when you cast the enlarge spell, the thing that if you're targeting something that's not willing, they have a chance to make a Constitution saving throw. And if they make it, the spell does nothing. So if I try this and I cast it, he makes a save, then he's just gonna. It's basically just gonna kind of result in nothing happening and probably bad stuff happening for us if I can't get him trapped in there. So we really only got one shot to get him.
It appears the Kashmirian is using this room as a base of operations.
I have one other the one other plan I do have. Well, we can possibly reduce his movement speed too. Someone in our party has Ray of Frost, which if you hit something with it, their speed gets lowered a little bit, so they won't be able to move as much. So I might be able to get like a second shot at trapping them in there. I also have caltrops, which I can I don't think they'll do anything to him, because I think he's got something on his feet basically to prevent anything like that from hurting him. But I can at least try it to slow him down. Basically, my plan for fighting this thing is to run away faster and then just keep shooting it. Because
Right.
none of us are really well equipped to fight a Minotaur.
Right.
head on.
Right, that makes
I'm
sense.
my character's a wizard. And any attack that doesn't if I ever get attacked by something and don't die, I'm like amazed by it.
I don't.
The only times I live is if it's a projectile, and that's because I have those cool gloves,
I'm so
which is why I
confused.
have those gloves.
Is in the southern part of the building. Start sneaking. Approach the sniper rifle. What sniper rifle? There's supposed to be a sniper rifle in this area? There's no sniper rifle anywhere. I'm so confused.
Maybe you disguised it. Maybe you hid it.
It's saying he's on the skywalk. See, now this guy... Hold on. This fucking guide sucks ass. Guides that game pressure, fuck off.
I just find out, well.
It's horrible. Just horrible. It would have been nice if he... You know... It could have showed a picture of the fucking sniper rifle. Which would have helped. Nope, that doesn't explain anything. Okay.
I almost just spilled water all over myself.
Okay. I just want to know where the Kashmir... You know what, we'll take a short pause while I try to figure this out. Sorry, I want to know how. Okay. We can be unpaused now. Because now, we have the mission and are able to fucking follow him. Because for some reason we lost it. The other... God knows what reason, game took it away from us. But, we got it now. Oh, here's another thing you could have found. Saber. That was one of the weapons we could have killed with. But we didn't. Did I even end up destroying the evidence? I feel like I forgot. I gotta grab my briefcase on my way back down. I left it in this, save. We had to go all the way back. Wait, mission story failed! How so? Ah. Alright, well, fuck this. Derek, fire axe, saber, any of those interest you in killing with? I don't know why.
Sure, go with the fire axe.
Fire axe? Okay. I'll take it. Maybe the challenge is I can't get rid of it until I kill it.
So what?
JK.
Did the sniper just like die immediately, or what happened?
I have no idea. We came all this way back just to learn that I can't conceal the fire axe. Okay. So we can't conceal the fire axe. Well, you know what?
I wouldn't think so.
I mean, I feel like you can.
Have you ever tried sticking a fire axe in your pocket?
It's okay. We're gonna kill someone with it. With someone that's actually important. Oh boy, actually, this is difficult. Very hard to get out. Okay. I got an idea. Oh wait, everyone's dead over here. That's right. I could sneak out with a fire axe. I wish there was a firefighter. I'd really help. This guy's seriously coming to look at that fire axe? He heard that fire axe? Okay. It's actually difficult, but I got this. I will find my way. Well, the fire axe is, I lost the fire axe. We'll find something else.
Can you not go down there?
No, it doesn't look like it.
Nah, it's fine.
Yeah. Well, wait. It looks like I should be able to go down there. Wait. I said I could drop. I mean, I lose my briefcase, but I'll come back for it. Oh, I see. Alright.
Aw. There's a tire iron down there.
Just a lead pipe. You want... Yeah. That's all over the place. But if you want me to use it, let me know. All I can do is pacify with it, but then, you know, I snap the neck afterwards.
Find something.
Cool, I got my bat, shuriken, and everyone nearly freaked. Holy cow. Oh, hey, there's a dancer. There's the main actor, Gregory Arthur, or whatever his
Nice.
name is. He's kind of important. Okay. Oof. That must have fucking hurt. that was over my grievances over the guy fucking dying. Oh, hey, I'm back here. All right, in we go.
Delving straight into the heart of darkness, 47. Good luck.
Do you just kill him, or what do I do?
Delving straight to the heart. Dark.
Double rank.
47, 47, whatever.
Yeah, that guy knows who I am now, though. Well, if he knows who I am, then I guess he's got to die. I take no pride in doing this, buddy.
Can you imagine waking up next to your buddy with his
Oh.
with who's dead, but like
Here
you're
we go,
fine?
Derek. A beak staff. How you feel about the beak staff?
There you go.
Derek?
That's perfect.
Yeah. Well, actually, I don't think it's lethal. Oh, it
Like,
is.
Zinker, that guy's gonna wake up next to his buddy who has a bullet through his head.
Oh, cool. I can conceal the beak staff in there. So there we are. I feel like I should have been able to conceal the fire axe. Just saying. I also could have disguised as those guys.
I guess the guy will also have a wrench mark.
Oh, I'm being hunted. Uh-oh. Can't hunt me if he doesn't know what I look like. Sure can't. There's a bunch of them now, though. Boop. What do I got?
Hey guys, it's who we hunting.
Time to get in gear. Moving out.
All right, boys, where we dropping?
Where are we?
Who we dropping?
You're a coward, is that it?
Look, he's like, so you're a coward, is that it? Ha! I'm not a coward. I'm just thinking.
No,
Boy, I
you.
wish I had a crowbar. No. This guy know who I
Handy
am?
dandy piece of equipment.
Yeah, sure does. Well, has to die then. Don't know who I am, guys. Jesus. Haven't you learned anything? Alright, great.
A photo
We got a picture of the
and a note
maelstrom.
addressed to Sagar the barber. This looks
All
like
right.
a very recent
There's that
picture
guy
of the
right there.
maelstrom. With this in hand, picking him
I
out
woke
in a
up that
crowd
guy,
should
but
be
that's
possible.
fine, because I'm already gone. I'm already out of here. Where am I going? Who knows? But on my way out.
Where'd you come from? Who knows
Where'd I
that too?
go? Where'd I come from, Cotton Eye Joe? If it hadn't been for Cotton Eye Joe, I would have been married a long time ago. Where had I come from? Where had I gone? Where had I come from, Cotton Eye John?
Stuffs.
I feel like this was not the same location I went in, but definitely isn't, actually. Oh, yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Alright, cool. There's the lead pipe. 2 lead pipes. Alright, now we have to murder someone to speak staff.
47?
First, we have to
That
find the
man there.
maelstrom.
He resembles the maelstrom. Try to get close to him for a
That
visual
could
ID.
actually be him. Nah, it's not. Best way to figure it out is honestly to just sort of like,
Just ask him.
47.
yeah,
That nose, those eyes.
that him?
That can
Oh,
only
I already
be
found
the
him.
account
Wow, that was real
of
easy.
Maelstrom.
Wait,
Identification
who can see me?
confirmed.
That guy can see me. Why can he see me?
Greetings, sir. Can I interest you in my fine wares?
Okay. That's unfortunate. I'm mad that
I'm
guy
trying
saw
to
me.
interest you in their fine wares.
Okay. Because I probably could have killed him with the sign or something. Oh, he's searching too for whatever reason. He looks different than he does. It seems like he changes each time. Oh, hey, there's the holy man. It's just a funny disguise.
Holy
Alright.
man.
Yeah.
You're not being suspicious at all.
Sure ain't. Boy. Okay, all rough to you two. Alright, I'm following this man.
Yeah, let me close my door completely.
thought you already did that.
Just pushed it from where I'm sitting. I think I couldn't reach it completely.
Alright, then I guess,
That was real
sorry.
quick.
My mic randomly unplugged itself. But we're back. I did pause for that. This is more editing than I want to do for this episode, but whatever. Man, he got distance. And that whole gotta fix everything type deal. Oh my god, he walked under
sure
so
did.
many signs. It would have been perfect. Just want to drop a sign on this man's head. Could also just... Oh, I have to kill with the bat shurikens, though.
The infamous Maelstrom is
I see the words combat.
very well done, 47.
Run! Go, go, go!
Oh, there's a lot of people around there.
Yup. Alright. I gotta ditch the... I'll come back. I'll come back for you. Okay. I gotta find a new disguising quick.
That man didn't see anything.
Sure didn't. Okay. Unfortunately, I think I'm already... I'm not! I'm in an elite thug disguise right now. Aha! They don't know that I'm... Now they don't know who I am. Now that I have disguised into a lesser variant of them. Which gives me just the opportunity to escape. Alright.
Hey, nice.
Yeah, it worked up Alright, cool. We're out of here. And no one will recognize me by the suitcase I'm carrying. Alright, now we go. Now we go
Or
kill
by
the hottest one. I'm very happy about that. I gotta make sure I'm not caught. Alright, ooh, that guy's running around. He's mad,
Yeah.
he's angry. It's almost like I just killed his boss or whatever.
Searching
He sure is.
for the batarang.
Uh-oh. Blend in the crowd. Blend in the crowd. Blend in the crowd, dumbass. What are you doing? He's just sitting there. Oh, this guy. Blend in the crowd. Thank you. They understand now. Okay.
So I think I know the answer, but I'll ask anyways.
Yeah.
So I was thinking about this earlier. I went for a walk earlier and I was thinking about this. So of like the 6 like core stats, which one do you think you kind of fill in, or you which one, I guess, which one's your preference, which one's your favorite to go off of? The 6 core stats being strength, constitution, intelligence, wisdom, dexterity, and charisma.
I would personally go for, like, intelligence. I feel like my probably
So let me give you,
helpful in the
I guess,
long run.
like, so like let me give you a, I guess, like, let me, well, you know what they all, I know we've been over it before. It's like, you know what they all are, like, right? Like what they all represent and everything.
Yeah, mostly.
Or like, do you want me to go over it again? Okay.
Yeah, you can
'Cause,
go
like,
over it again. We
I
got
guess
some
I guess I
time.
meant more for, I meant more for like combat. So like, I guess like a combat example for all of them would be, so like, the scenario I was thinking of earlier is, let's say you get through the dungeon, you're at the last room, and there's a chest in the dungeon you have to take. At the end of it, there's a big room and there's a chest at the other end of it, and in this room there's a cyclops, and he's guarding the chest. So if you focus on, so if strength is how you want to get through the room, you walk in and you just punch him in his stump face, and beat him up, then take the chest. If you were to use, if you wanted to use Constitution, you might just kind of stand. You might basically just try to wait, or like outlast him while fighting him, and get him tired, basically. And then when he's tired, you just kind of, just bonk him, grab the chest, and leave. If you are the intelligent way, or using for intelligence, you would know that the Cyclops, or know that the Cyclops weakness is its single eye, and probably try like shoot an arrow into its eye or something like that. Y- y- uh, and then well,
What the
yeah, I
fuck?
guess like intelligence would be like knowing that, knowing its weakness is its eye, and shooting it in the eye, or aiming for its eye, and then or like once you kill it, you grab the chest and you leave.
Yeah.
Wisdom would be see or would be trying to would basically be trying to either like lure it into a trap, or like maybe like noticing that the Cyclops is like or like has a chain attached to it and can't go and can only go so far, or basically just outsmarting it
Right.
to like lure it. Like you might even just lure it away from the chest, run around, grab it, then leave. Be like never even like fighting it. Or again, like my preference is wisdom, because I like outsmarting things, or just like luring things into traps, or using the environment to my advantage or whatnot, which mostly falls into wisdom. Dexterity would just be sneaking around and grabbing the chest without ever being seen, basically.
Oh boy.
I
am
and charisma
excited.
would just be and
When she goes.
and charisma would basically just be walking in and saying, "Excuse me, good sir, may I have that chest?" And basically convincing it to hand the chest over to you.
Yeah. I caught the first and last one. But see, now that's right. I would like to convince someone to just hand me the chest. That's like the best way to go about things.
Charisma. See, my two favorite things in D&D are wisdom, are basically anything that or things related to wisdom and things related to charisma, because I love when I can just like, I love when I can convince something or someone of like, or when I can like when you can get like an advantage over someone, basically, or just convince them of something, or make your way through something simply by just speaking, because like it's, or just by just being convincing, being charismatic. Yep. It's fun. It's really fun to just like or to do that, and I that's one of my favorite things. I love doing that. To be honest, I love doing that in real life when I can just out charisma someone. I'm really good at that at my work. And I also just like wisdom related things though, because like anytime I can, like I said, anytime I can use the environment to my advantage, anytime I can make someone think they've got the upper hand and take it away from them outsmart them, or just like create a situation or create a scenario that is basically incredibly difficult to get around, like for example, the way I structured my the last two bits of equipment that I bought for my wizard was I bought boots that basically let me fly, and I bought the gloves of missile snaring, with the idea that, well, if I'm 10 feet, if I'm 15 feet above the ground, you're not going to hit me with a melee weapon up there, so you're not going to be able to reach me. And if you try to shoot me with arrows or anything like that, then I can reduce the damage. So like my characters, so like overall my character, if I'm within someone's range, my character is incredibly easy to hit, and won't be able to take many hits, if any. But I use my brain and create and got equipment that basically makes it so While yeah, if I'm in your range, it's easy to, or like I'm easy to hit and will die fast. But if I'm out of your range, if I just always stay out of your range, then never have to worry about that.
That's fair.
I don't know. Wisdom's I like doing smart stuff. Intelligence is nice. Like being able to just know like what something is nice. But like I'd much rather I found that I'd much rather just uh you know use problem solving rather than just like, or if it's better to me, it's better to be proficient in problem solving than just smart and knowing things, because like in like the Cyclops example, if you know the Cyclops eye is its weakness, but you have no way, but you don't know how to hit the eye, then like you're no further along, or how to go about actually hitting its eye, because like
That's true.
I mean,
You are further along. You're literally
so like for
further
example,
along.
well like
Okay, well that's good map
I mean
knowledge.
like
I wish I had.
you like it doesn't
I
like
do with the beak staff. I'm stupid.
like knowing that it's
I have to find where I put the beak staff now because I didn't.
I don't, to me, or like for example, like if you know like an elemental, if like you're fighting a fire elemental, and you know it's weak to ice. Well, if you didn't have if you weren't smart enough to, if you didn't have like the wisdom to bring something, or to have something that can do ice damage in the first place, then you're no further along. Because, well, yeah, you know it's weak to ice. You have no way of producing it.
Well, then
to deal damage.
You know, to find ice. You know, you gotta figure out a way to get ice. There you go.
Yes, and then you use but Zinker, after that you'd have to use wisdom to figure out how to do that. Whereas if you're fighting a fire elemental and you're not sure what it's weak to, you can still use wisdom of like, well, I think it's a fire elemental. Or like, if I use something cold, it will probably cool it. It will probably like reduce the flames. In which case, you can get a shot at. And a wise thing to do is to have access to several different elements in the first place. So you can try. So in scenarios like that, you can try stuff. Like I have my character set up, so I have access to a bunch of different elements.
Right.
I personally don't know D&D lore heavily, so like, I don't know what things are weak to just by looking at them. Because like I don't know like the entomology of the creature, or the anatomy of a creature. But I might, or well, I guess anatomy doesn't matter as much, but I might, but like I can make deductions based off of just regular logic, and figure, or like try stuff to figure out what might be good, which is wisdom more than intelligence. Intelligence is knowing something. Wisdom is the follow through. Basically, I think the follow through is more important than actually knowing the thing.
Okay.
If you
how are you gonna follow
if
through
you know
if you
a
don't know
thing
what to
but can't follow
with?
through, then because you can follow through, because Zinker, basically let me put it this way: if you know the thing but can't follow through, then you're no further along, because you're essentially pretty much no further along because you have no way to follow through. So that information is more or less useless.
How is it useless? You know what
whereas
you need to do
if you have
follow through with. That's not
yes,
useless.
but you have no way to follow through.
Right.
So it's literally it will be of no benefit.
And as
to you.
we all know, your intelligence only lets you determine how to do one thing. And once that happens, you're good. You're set. You're spent for the day. You are further along. You gotta take another step.
Well, Zinker, generally you combine intelligence and wisdom. A combination of intelligence and wisdom is knowing something's weakness, and then also having the foresight to be prepared for it, or figuring out a way to or even if you're not prepared for it, figuring out a way to produce it. That's where wisdom comes in. That's where the distinction is. I would much rather, whereas Zinker, if I don't know something's weak, if I don't know if fire elemental is weak to ice, I can still try. I can still just cycle through elements, trying something, and then figure. And then when I see that ice clearly does more damage, I can hurt to it. Then I can, make use of that.
Where's she going? All right, stay there.
Oh no!
Wow.
Confirmed kill.
Wow.
Mission completed. Time to
That
find
was bad. I did it right in front of him. Why didn't he see that? Derek, that's intelligence for you. That's someone who has wisdom but not intelligence. He's prepared with the follow through of what to do when he sees a hitman, but isn't able to figure out who killed her.
He doesn't know what a hitman looks like. But yeah.
He doesn't even know what a hitman does. Wisdom, prepared to take down the hitman, but no intelligence.
Well, actually, no. Well, that was more intelligence than wisdom, because he knows what a hitman's weakness is, which is bullets. But he can't figure out what a hitman is.
No, from what you were saying. What?
He can't put.
Okay.
Zinker,
No. He doesn't know the
he can't
weakness.
put
He
two
has
and
the
two
option.
together of, this man just ran away from this dead body. Maybe there's a relationship here.
No, that was intelligence, buddy. From what you, sorry, that was having
is
wisdom and not
knowledge.
intelligence.
Wisdom
He had
is-
the follow
wisdom
through.
is
The follow
using
through
it.
was gone, but he didn't know what to look for.
Zinker, he didn't even use the follow through.
I know, because he didn't have the intelligence to determine. Oh, I need to use the follow through. See that?
No, that's wisdom. Wisdom. That would be wisdom to figure out when to use the follow through.
Disagree. What are you gonna do? I didn't even pose an argument. I think I just won the argument without having to do anything. If you don't pose an argument, you can't refute. And if you can't refute, then you must lose the argument. Is this how boomer
That's
logic
not.
works?
I refuted it. I told Zinker. I already refuted it.
I
I told
disagree.
you. He didn't know, or
You
his
didn't
intelligence
refute it.
was
do you
knowing
do?
that a hitman will die, and that a hitman will die to bullets.
I disagree.
Wisdom would have been noticing the dead body and the person running away from the dead body and going, maybe there's a correlation here.
No, intelligence was he couldn't identify that was a hitman, the person that killed her. That's what you need to identify
That's
that it was
wisdom.
a hitman. Wisdom, you don't know what a Cyclops is right off the bat, but he needed to realize it's a hitman. He just never recognized that was a hitman. That's intel right there, buddy.
Zinger, well, even but still being able to recognize something as an enemy is wisdom. In general, you're not even being able to identify
Then
what
why
it is. You don't have to be able to identify
identifying
exactly
a
what it
weakness
is.
intelligence? What?
A weakness is because a weakness is different. Zinker, a weakness is knowing anatomy. If you know
Okay.
that, okay, Zinker, intelligence would be like, if let's say you look at a bridge and you're like, I want to topple this. I want to take down this bridge. Intelligence is knowing that the weak points of a bridge are the supports. That you don't just blow up the base, or where you don't blow up the top of the bridge, you blow up the supports below it.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to take down the bridge.
Yep.
Intelligence is knowing that the supports are where the weight bearing aspects, and those are the weakest points.
And wisdom's knowing it's a bridge?
No, wisdom is moving away from the explosives after you plant them. Intelligence is knowing that it's a bridge.
if we switch the bridge to a hitman, knowing how to kill the hitman with bullets is intelligence. But knowing that the hitman is a hitman is now
Yes.
wisdom. Different from the bridge scenario. Just to clarify.
Zinker, a
Got
bridge
ya!
is easy
Alright,
to
that's the end of the
identify.
episode.
A hitman is a little tougher to identify.
Yeah.
Clearly,
Bye.
it's tougher to identify because he didn't identify it.
Derek, I think you need a little more intelligence. I think you invested too much in wisdom. That's why you know so much random trivia.